Madam President, this bill seeks to address two different crises. The first crisis is that there is a 27% unemployment rate among previously incarcerated individuals. And too often, when folks are returning to society after having served their time and they're not able to find a job, they fall back into a cycle of recidivism. They can't find a good paying job, so therefore they end up back in a network of crime. And tragically, this is not just a tremendous loss for themselves and for their families, but it's a loss for our state as we see folks returning time and time again into our carceral system. Simultaneously, Madam President, we have a separate and seemingly unrelated crisis, and that's the fact that there's a shortage of truck drivers. In fact, nationwide, we're facing an 80,000 driver shortage. That number by 2030 is going to increase to 160,000 drivers. We believe that with this legislation, we can help chip away at both problems. And I also think that it's critical when talking about recidivism, not just to talk about the results, but also the root causes. I mentioned a moment ago that 27% of formerly incarcerated people are unemployed. And just for context, Madam President, that's higher than the total U.S. unemployment rate that we've experienced at any historical period, including during the Great Depression. So when we talk about why so many folks are rearrested, why so many folks are reconvicted, why so many folks end up returning to prison, I also think it's critical to answer the question by framing it along the lines of 27% of them cannot find a good paying job. And when they're not able to support their family, they're more likely to fall back into that cycle of crime and find themselves returned into our carceral system. With that, Madam President, I would ask my colleagues to support this bill.
I'm going to support this, because I think it's incumbent upon me, with all our correctional facilities, to break that cycle of recidivism.
I'm 100% support of this. I think this will create so many opportunities, change lives, and it is supported by both ACLU and CBIA. So it doesn't happen often, but that's a good thing. So I urge adoption. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
I'm glad that this bill is before us. I wholly support this bill, and I thank all my colleagues who brought this out. This is an excellent bill, and we need to do more of this. Thank you, Madam.
This is an outstanding bill. I've got a lot of clients who are looking for CDL drivers, and just like my good friend from the 96th, this is the exact type of legislation we should be doing. Fantastic bill. I encourage my colleagues to not only vote for it, but co-sponsor it. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
A good friend of a truck driver, New England based, and it's critical. They were talking about 200,000 for shortage, 200,000 driver shortage in the near future. So your numbers are very accurate. I thank the chairman for the work and the ranking member on the work on that committee. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I rise in support of this bill. We have a void that needs to be filled, and we have an opportunity to give those who have been incarcerated a second chance on life.
So to me, this is not even something to question. This is just one of the smartest things we could do. One of the things that will make the people of the state safer. And if we don't do it, I will respect the opinions of others, but I don't understand why you wouldn't do this. Why you wouldn't give him and all of the others that opportunity, that feeling that somebody cares, that feeling that maybe I can make it enough days that I never commit another crime. And that's all I have to say. So thank you, Madam President.
This simple bill is really impactful. It is going to open up the doors for so many of our residents in Connecticut. And with that, Madam Speaker, I move adoption.